welcome to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys for being a part of my beautiful soul family here. I truly have the best subscribers in the world. You guys are so kind. You guys are so sweet to each other and to me in the comment section. And I really appreciate you guys helping me to create such a beautiful, positive space, because we could all use a little bit more love and positivity in the world. If you have found yourself here for the very first time, we want to welcome you to this space as well. Please join us. Grab yourself a cup of tea, some snacks, get cozy, and we'll have a little bit of a chat, because we're all friends when we gather here together. I do pick a card readings on this channel. And today's topic for the pick a card reading is the person on your mind. How will they feel the next time that they see you, and what will happen during that event? So we have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1 here with the pink flower. We have pile number 2 with the yellow flower, and this is the Disney Tarot. I think this is the Wildwood Tarot. I'm sorry, it's the Wild Unknown Tarot. And the Disney Tarot for pile number 2, and the Shadowscapes Tarot with the purple flower for pile number 3. My timestamps are listed below, and you can be attracted to multiple piles. Just take a deep breath. You can pause the video if you need to. And whatever pile is calling your name, there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit. I do want to take a moment to congratulate this month's winner for the free tarot reading, and I will be drawing a new name and announcing that name's today or tomorrow. I'm just waiting to hear back from them. So if you would like to be interested in winning a free tarot reading, please drop your comment below, hit your notification bell and your like button, so that I can make sure that I can notify you and subscribe to the channel, because I would love to give you an opportunity to win a free reading. I also offer readings, private readings, through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I'm going to jump right into pile number 1 today. Again, today's topic is all about the person on your mind, and how are they going to feel the next time that they see you? What's going to be going through their mind, and what is going to transpire? Pile number 1. Hello, pile 1. You were drawn to the pink flower, or to the Wild Unknown Tarot, and this is your reading. What is going to happen, and how will the person on your mind feel the next time that they see you? So we're going to start with the how. How is this going to happen, and what's going to be going through their mind the next time that they see you? Pile number 1, please. Always remember that these are collective readings, so if this pile or these messages do not resonate with you, please take the messages that do and leave behind those that do not. How are they going to feel the next time that they see you? What will happen the next time that they see you? King of Swords. Very strong Libra energy here. How will they feel the next time that they see you? 10 of Cups. 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups. So I'm going to put down a few cards first before we get into your reading. The World and the Fool. And the King of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. So it really feels like for you, pile 1, that the next time that they see you, you could be in the company of somebody else, because there seems to be a lot of awareness or like harsh potential truths that come in to afflict your person the next time that they see you. So there's this sense of remorse and loss actually that comes in. And I almost feel like it's almost like they stay in the background, but I'm going to clarify this before I go forward. It's almost, for someone watching, I feel like they might stand in the foreground and not really approach the next time they see you, because I don't feel like you're going to be alone. Because it seems to kind of give them this full circle epiphany, or it's like this, because what I'm seeing in my mind right now is like in a movie when someone hasn't really put all of the clues together, and then all of a sudden the light bulb goes off. It's like the lesson being learned in that moment. We have the Magician. The 10 of Swords. Oh, it really, the next time that they see you, the Queen of Swords, I feel like you communicate without communicating anything. For most of you watching, I don't feel like there will be an actual communication that happens because this person feels like they shouldn't approach you. Because again, I don't feel like you are alone, and you create this intimidation. There's an intimidation here. Whatever they see from afar, because it feels like it could be from afar, there's this sense of you, because of the company that you're keeping, it creates a firm truth or a firm boundary when it comes to you and your position. And it feels painful for them, if I'm honest. Yeah, it makes them feel very, very helpless. And it feels like, again, the bombardment of a lesson hitting them in the stomach as hard as possible. It's like the wind has been knocked out of me. This seems like the type of person that's very logical, very cerebral. You know, there's somebody really intelligent, and they try to go off of logic all of the time. And this would be sort of the type of person, too, that I feel like almost felt like they had a handle over the connection or over how they felt about you in this connect. I feel like they thought that they had control over the situation, and seeing you like this, because you're not alone in this dynamic, seeing you in this configuration, makes them realize they were wrong. You know, and I just heard that one song from Our Lady Peace that said, a phone call made me realize I was wrong. And in that instant, this one moment that they see you, it made them realize they were wrong all along. And it made them realize how much not taking that leap of faith when they were younger and when they felt a little less equipped, perhaps, not going out on that limb, they've had to, you know, they're paying for it now. They're paying for it now. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse position. I will say this too, they almost adopt this, a little bit of a victim mentality. I can't deny that at all. They're adopting a victim mentality with this Hanged Man reversed, because in the Hanged Man reverse, it's in the traditional Hanged Man, it looks like a number 4 in his configuration with his legs. It really looks like someone who can literally walk away from whatever binds them just by literally walking away. But they're like in their feels because of what they see or who they see you with. And I will say this, that for someone watching, this could have been a work connection in the past as well. But for someone watching, this could be that you'll be with a family unit, you'll be with, you know, children. There's the 10 of Cups is talking about them viewing you in your happiness. So whatever that means to you, it may not be a family unit, it may not be, but I feel like there's collaboration, there's community with the 10s, you know, there's other people involved. So I feel like there is something about them seeing how happy you look or how abundant things look for you. And that really cuts them off at the knees a little bit. They don't know where to go from here, because all of a sudden their logic doesn't make sense anymore, and they're thrust into this helplessness, this hopelessness, and a mourning face, because it's like this Queen of Swords is wielding a harsh truth in that moment. We have this 8 of Pentacles, and there's the 8 of Swords. I feel like they may not approach you in that moment. Yeah, there's the 5 of Swords, because they don't see the purpose of it. And what's interesting is that your original back of deck was the Ace of Pentacles with this 3 of Pentacles, and there's the Hierophant. It's like this lightning bolt out of the blue to teach that lesson, to bring forward that lesson from Spirit. But it's like there could be other foundations. I feel like there are other people involved here. And what they thought they had left behind them, because I feel like they thought that they had kind of out of sight, out of mind you. It's like if I just keep plugging forward, if I keep moving forward towards my own goals, it's like I'm not going to be affected by this separation. But this made them realize how much work they still have to do. How much work they still have to do to get themselves out of this prison. And so I don't feel like they will approach you the next time that they see you. I feel like they will avoid that, because it's almost like they're going back to the drawing board to figure it out again, because they realize that what they thought all along, they were wrong. How are they going to be feeling next time they see pile 1, please? Woo! There's lots going on here. We have the rabbit. We have the flute. We have the horseshoe reversed. And we have here the wind chimes reversed. Back of the deck says axe. It says forces working against you. As we go through these cards, the rabbit says too much concern with sexual matters. And the rabbit is like the Page of Wands. It's this desire to leap into unknowns. It's a curiosity fueled energy. And then it says disappointment in a friend or lover. So instinctively, when they'll see you the next time, when they see you next, they'll instantly be excited, but then instantly get plummeted from that excitement. And then the luck is not on their side, and they're thrust into this period of disharmony and a lack of peace. It's like lack of closure. As much as they felt like they had gained momentum, they'll understand that they hadn't actually gained as much momentum as they thought that they would. Let's take a look at some of their feelings that they're going to be. I'm going to pull one of these first. How will they feel the next time they see pile number 1, please? Oops. Just saw co-creation. We have serendipity. And back of the deck is ascension. Now you can see the piece of ascension here, and it's really speaking about an opportunity to gain a peace, trying to gain a higher spiritual state of awareness. And it's this long and slow process. And as much as this person will have felt like they gained momentum, it's going to take them back to this realization that they still have so much work to do when it comes to releasing you or being able to move past the situation. We have the serendipity card as well. It talks about after seeing you for the next time, after they see you, over the coming days, they're going to be paying attention to little synchronicities. It's like everything is going to remind them of you. They're going to see your name everywhere or hear your name, or there's going to be all of these reasons to bring them back to that opportunity, and they're not going to be able to stop thinking about it. Oops, sorry for the wobble. Let's see what some of their emotions. What are they going to be thinking the next time that they see pile 1? How will they feel? Regret, 5. I should have ran after you. It's like, why didn't I take that leap of faith? That's why the Fool's here with the world, but the world's not in the future position. It's talking about the necessity for that leap to create solutions. They'll start thinking about you all the time for a while after that. I think about you every single day. Emerging idea, passion, creativity, and initiation, and it would initiate that persistent thought. It would reignite a spark that they have tried to diminish with their logic over time. Unfinished business with the world. And it would just remind them of that I haven't really done a really good job at closing this off, have I? And it would reignite the fact that there is something very special about you. And I feel like this person's very logical. Like they're not the typical type to believe in tarot or believe in connections that defy reason, but they can't seem to shake you. And so I don't think that they would approach you. It says, I'm weighing out my options. So they would be really indecisive about how to handle it, because it would throw them off balance, and it will throw them off balance. The next time they see pile 1, how will they feel? Creeping your social media. It would precipitate them to almost be a little bit obsessive over you for a time, because they really thought that think that they have kicked the habit. It almost feels like that. I made a lot of mistakes in this connection. They would wonder if the feelings are mutual or if it's all one-sided, and it almost feels torturous in that respect. It's like they're torturing themselves with that belief. Do you even remember me? Yeah, it's like, are they mutual? Do you even remember who I am? Because you are my happy place. I even just saw I want to marry you someday. I remember every detail of you, but they would be wondering if you remember them at all. You might be my soulmate. Back of the deck says, reality has hit me like a ton of bricks. And that's exactly how they will be feeling in that moment of reconnection when they see you again, pile 1. Let's close off this reading with a charm cast. So if you're new to the channel, I do end each pile with a charm cast, where I begin with Teeny Tiny Tarot, and then I move into some of my charms. The next time they see you, how will they be feeling? 7 of Cups. Things being revealed to them, epiphanies being revealed to them. Harsh truths, though. I just saw the Ace of Swords in the bowl. We have the Devil and the Queen of Swords. You could be an air sign. Queen of Swords keeps showing up. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's the next time they see you, there's other people involved. You're not alone, and that's why they don't approach. I feel like if you were alone, they may be tempted to approach you. In fact, I feel like they'd be very tempted to approach you to gain clarity. But in this case, it's like they don't need to approach to gain the clarity because it's obvious. It's like the moment speaks for itself, so to speak. But I also feel like the moment doesn't speak for itself because they make a lot of assumptions based on what they perceive in that moment or what they're viewing in that moment. But this queen, she was sideways, which means that the version of their truth doesn't match your version of the truth. In the bowl today for pile 1, we have the letter J and T and I. We also have the lightning bolt, so shocking, out of the blue, unexpected. The next time that they see you will be very unexpected. We have going with the flow, and we have the divine feminine starfish, which talks about healing. And we also have the little baby feet. So for someone watching, not for everyone, you could have your children with you. And it also, that's going to communicate to them that you've healed and you've moved on. We have the hatchet and the tangled heart. But it's going to communicate to them that they definitely have not been able to surrender and heal. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already by hitting your notification bell, your like button, and be sure to drop me that comment below if you do so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check out my links below. I've got a bunch of links down there, one of which is my Etsy link for a personal reading. If you go there and it's empty, I do sell out really, really quickly. So you can send me a message and I can try to help you navigate that system because I can't hold slots through that platform. But contact me and I'll try we'll try to figure out a way to get you to catch a reading. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope that you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn to the yellow flower or to the Disney Villains Tarot deck, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, how will they feel the next time they see you, and what's going to happen in that interaction? So how is your person going to feel and think the next time that they see you? The next time that they see you, pile number 2. Queen of Wands. The Temperance. Going to feel the next time they see you. Whoops. High Priestess. The Page of Coins. So I feel the next time you see each other, pile 2, I think there's going to be communication here. And you're going to talk about, it's going to be such a humdrum conversation, especially at first. It's going to be about the weather. It's going to be about your families. It's going to be about all of the practical issues in your lives because it's almost like a catch-up, right? I feel like there's been longevity here. It feels like a catch-up. And what's interesting is that we have the Sun and we also have the 8 of Coins. It's going to be really, really difficult for this person the next time that they see you. It's going to be really difficult for them to not give themselves away when it comes to their attraction for you in that moment, because I feel like they're going to be working overtime to try to avoid their excitement, to try to avoid communicating how attractive they find you in that moment. And they're going to do a very poor job of it. That's what Spirit says. They're going to be doing a very poor job of it. I'm looking at the Sun here. You know, you can see Tamatoa, he's all excited and happy. It's about clarity. There's a lot of excitement about seeing you the next time that they see you. So there's automatically this excitement. They're really attracted to you the next time that they see you. So you're going to be looking great. And that's always what we want to hear. We want to hear that we're going to be really well put together in that moment. Now, what's interesting is that there's a lot of attraction, but they hide it, they suppress it. And it feels like this person, I don't know if there's other attachments, but it's like there's a lot of responsibilities on this person's shoulders. But the next time that they see you, it's like they're going to be watching every move you make. They're going to be listening to every word that you say, trying to act nonchalant, but I feel like they're going to do a really poor job of it. Because all of a sudden it's like the ghost of the past that's been haunting them, that's been following them around in their mind. It's going to be standing right in front of them. It's going to be standing right in front of them. And it's almost like it's like they've dreamed or fantasized about an opportunity like this. How would they be feeling and thinking the next time that they see pile number 2? They're going to be kind of elusive. I feel like there's going to be conversations, but they're going to be kind of elusive when it comes to communicating their emotions. As I said, I feel like the communication will stay sort of dry or very grounded. I don't think it'll go into the emotional realm because they just don't feel confident. They're going to be finding you exceptionally good looking. And I feel like there's a distinction between how they perceive themselves and how they perceive you in that moment. So the next time that they see you, they're going to feel like they're kind of looking like a bit of a schlub and you're looking really good. Because this Nine of Pentacles is really talking about almost looking up to you, or it's like valuing you because they see all the hard work you've put into yourself. It's a very strong attraction. It's really speaks about physical beauty. Queen of Swords. And I feel like they're going to match your energy too in this meeting of minds, because they're guarded as long as you're guarded. And I feel like you'll be very guarded in this opportunity. The next time that the two of you see each other, there's a real sense of you hesitating too. Because in this case, you can see the Queen of Swords is she's shutting up this goose. She's not letting it talk. And so there's a sense of you kind of holding back too. Four of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Hermit. It's, it's kind of, it makes me feel sort of sad because the next time that they see you, it's almost going to instill a loneliness inside of them. It's going to almost remind them of how lonely they are for you. And that's what it feels like. It feels like they're lonely for you. And it reignites a spark and a flame that they've had and that they've pushed down deep. Because I do feel like they're here with the Nine of Pentacles, again, this is a collective reading, so please take this as it resonates to your situation. But the Nine of Pentacles talks about you or this person, or perhaps both of you, working hard, taking practical steps in your lives separately to create the positions that you both sit in. And so there's almost this, it's almost like this, it's like a very respectable meeting. It's like, it feels like it's a meeting where the two of you are really talking, but everything that you want to say goes unsaid. Because what we truly want to express lies deep inside, but both of you, I feel like there's two energies here that are gatekeeping their emotions, and you're fueling off of each other in that moment too. And this doesn't really create as much enlightenment as we want it to, because even this sun, if you saw Moana, I'm sure that everyone seems to have seen it. Although this crab or this lobster, whatever he is, although he, spends his life accruing beautiful things to make himself beautiful, it doesn't make himself beautiful on the inside, right? And so as much as this person tries to overcompensate, perhaps, it really communicates to them that they have a lot of work to do because they're overcompensating and they're actually feeling really frustrated with where they're sitting in life. And I feel like they actually feel very frustrated with the meeting. When they see you again, I feel like they get really frustrated with that opportunity because it is an opportunity and they're really tempted by you. But there's so much that's held back by both of you. And so it almost thrusts them into a real disappointment of like, this was a moment to gain clarity. This was a moment to push myself out of my comfort zone and I fell short. And they're really disappointed in themselves and in their hesitation of not showing and communicating clearly how they felt. So the next time that they see you, they're going to be really restrictive, but they're feeding off of you because they're going to sense that from you. And they're also intimidated about what this Queen of Swords is going to say about their emotional outbursts. And so they keep it really practical. It feels like they keep it really practical. Next time they see pile number 2, how are they going to feel? We have here grasshopper. It says situations in the balance that require careful handling. And the grasshopper hasn't taken a leap of faith. And that's the thing, is that they feel like they have to be gatekeepers. And I feel like they're almost even careful about what they share about their current position in life. Because they have a position. There's the position of authority, the throne. And we have here the bag. It says something important such as a new job or a raise, and it came out reversed. And that's what's interesting too about that throne energy, because I keep staring at this high priestess sitting on her throne, and they are very restricted about letting you behind that veil. Explosion on the floor. It says increase your efforts if you want to receive, or if you want to achieve your goal, but that landed on the floor, so we're going to pull a different one. How are they going to think and feel the next time that they see pile 2? Here we have marriage. Back of the deck says butterfly, a change for the better, this transformation. Then we have axe. It says forces working against you. And it's like this was their opportunity. This is going to feel like an opportunity for them. This is going to feel like the opportunity for them that they've been waiting for. But now they have this position that gets in the way. And so they're very careful about, and you're very careful. I feel like it could be mutual, because you're very careful about gatekeeping your information too. And I feel like you're fueling off of each other's insecurity and fear of vulnerability. Next time I see pile 2. What are they going to be feeling? We have here the Prophet. Back of the deck is acceptance. And this is from the Magdalene Oracle, and I just received it, so it's a very new oracle. This acceptance card says acceptance is the key word for you at the moment. You have the power to heal and bring balance to an area of your life that is causing you concern by accepting things as they are. Don't try to change that which is beyond your power to change. And that's what the Temperance really talks about, is finding a balance despite the storm. And that's what they try in this next time, in this next, not avoidable, but this next meeting, or the next time that they see you, the next time that you cross paths, this is an opportunity for them to sort of embrace how things are. It's like they don't feel like there's, because of your position, perhaps because of their position, I feel like it could be a combination of the two. They don't feel like they have any ability to create change. I don't feel like that's 100% true. I think that there is change that can be had, but they have to step outside of comfort zones in major ways, and they're not prepared to do that. This Prophet card speaks about things unfolding in a perfect timing, and how everything you need to know is revealed at the most perfect moment. So be patient and trust, for angelic forces are working in your life right now. And it's like they wait during this conversation for a sign from you, for an emotional sign from you, and that may not come in. So it's like and you may be waiting for the exact same thing. It's like two people on the ends of a spectrum waiting for a sign from the other person that it's okay to be vulnerable. But Spirit says that might not happen, and so we're left feeling really disappointed and kind of isolated and lonely. A little bit of a rejection energy here too. With this 5 of Pentacles, it reignites something inside, that it's coupled with this rejection. How are they going to be feeling the next time they see pile number 2, please? Telepathically communicate with me. So what they don't say physically, they're going to try to say with their eyes, or it's like in their mind, because they're going to be having all sorts of repressed thoughts that they're not going to share. The sexual thoughts that run through my mind in that moment. And the Temperance card is all about physical alchemy as well. So they're going to be keeping some of those thoughts about you to themselves in that moment. I know that you've been right. I'm trying to forgive myself. How are they feeling the next time they see pile 2, please? I know that you're my twin flame. And yet they suppress that information. They keep it to themselves because they think that that's the proof that they're controlling the situation. I want to reconcile with you. and I do talk about you. Back of the deck says, I have an offer for you. What were they thinking and feeling for pile number 2? Or what will they be thinking and feeling the next time that they see pile number 2? It's interesting that they have all of these really intense physical feelings and even spiritual feelings, and yet they suppress them. Reach out to me, please. It's like, please give me a sign that it's safe to approach. And that's what they're going to be feeling. It's like feeling the guardedness from you. I would have a family with you. Thinking about what the two of you could have built together. In a perfect world, it's you and it's me. And I feel like that meeting would just solidify that truth but it's because of this attraction. They're so attracted to you with that Queen of Wands coming out of the gate. And no one compares. No one compares in that moment. You do not know what you do to me. And the next time that they see you, you're not going to know that but I feel like they're really bad at hiding it, if I'm honest. I feel like you're going to be able to pick up on it. But I still feel that even if you pick up on it, there's a chance that you'll be hesitant to reciprocate. You make me weak everywhere. Says I'm making plans, but I need time. And that's what the Hermit does. I feel like they won't want this to be a singular event. Because it's going to leave them disappointed, they won't want this next meeting to be a singular event. I know I messed up back then. And they're going to know that they kind of missed the opportunity, because they're not going to know if you feel the same way in that moment. Is this connection real? Do you ever feel it? Do you feel it too? Because now I'm aglow with thoughts of you. And this is like from a Sarah Harmer song. It's really a beautiful song that talks about being so aglow with thoughts of someone else that you don't care if those thoughts are true or not. They just make you feel so good that you're just aglow with them. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2. When your person sees you next, how will they feel? In the bowl, the Fool. The Fool, the 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. It's interesting because the 3 of Swords is all about sadness, and it's in the reverse position. It's like they'll want some sort of recovery after loss. And I feel like the next time that they see you, it will be a disappointing outcome for them, because they won't have expressed what they really want to express, because they hesitate to take that leap of faith. And it's like they're standing on the edge, about to leap, but then they stop. They're about to leap, and then they stop. So their hesitation, they lose the opportunity to really be emotionally vulnerable and to even express perhaps even apologies that need to come through too. Oh, stuck to me. We have the nursing cap today. So hospital nursing connection. Actually, we have it twice with a stethoscope. So you could be working in a hospital. Maybe you have a nursing or hospital or medical connection in some way. We have Cupid's arrow. For someone, maybe you'll even run into them at a work environment or at work, perhaps in the hospital. We have the strength here. With the infinity, we have the key with the heart. So they're going to be holding back their emotion. We have the Hierophant, stepping stones, next to the stethoscope. So again, there could be a work connection here, and they could be that they run into you in that environment. We have Pisces energy and going with the flow. I feel like the meeting's going to be unexpected. It won't be planned, because the suddenness of this arrow coming in out of nowhere. All right, pile number 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, hit your notification bell and like button, and drop me that comment so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. And my link below for personal readings is below underneath the Etsy link. It does sell out quickly, but I do repost every day, so keep checking back if you go to the shop and it's empty. But I hope that you come back here for another visit at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile 3. You were drawn to the purple flower, or to the beautiful little purple shadowscapes tarot, and this is your reading. How will the person on your mind feel the next time that they see you, and what's going to happen? So the next time that they see pile number 3, 5 of Wands, how are they going to feel and what will happen? Oops. The Five of Wands is really speaking about restlessness and feeling pulled to action, but also fearing that action, and it's jealousy and it's competition and it's discomfort that we're being called to break free from. How will you feel the next time that they see you? It's going to be a shocking moment for them that is going to thrust them into an uncomfortable position. Here's the Ten of Swords. And it's sideways because I feel like it is shocking. I almost feel like you or this person won't intend for this meeting to take place, or won't intend to run into one another. Because as much as they perhaps have given up on the idea, this will reinstate a sudden turn of events. How would they feel the next time they see Five of Cups? And the Lovers. Back of the deck is the Moon with the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. I'm going to stop there for a moment and get a different deck to clarify. How will they feel the next time that they see pile 3, please? The Empress. Well, initially when they first see you, they're going to be very attracted to you. So they're going to think that you're looking amazing, and that's good. They're also going to feel like you've changed a lot. You've grown a lot. You've matured a lot, because there's inconsistency or insecurity associated with their lack of movement, but they feel like you've evolved and you've grown. For someone watching, and this is not for everyone, they're going to appreciate how womanly you've become, and perhaps it's because you've had children potentially, but they're just going to appreciate the sort of the abundance of you and how you've grown and matured. Four of Pentacles. I feel like this person, for someone watching, could be married, could be in a relationship. So take that as it resonates to your situation. That may not resonate for everyone, but there's a lack mindset in them, and they're fearful of a tower falling. They're fearful of their feelings being laid to bear. They're fearful of their position, though, having an effect. And I feel like they're trying really hard to plant good seeds there. Like they're trying really hard to focus on change and water that garden. And I do feel like this person will have sort of made moves or made momentum when it comes to release. It's like they have this expectation of release. The Ten of Swords is letting go of something that our egos become transfixed upon. But with this next meeting, or with the next time that they see you, that shakes up that concept. It rattles what they've already established for themselves. It rattles their emotions. It rattles their position. It rattles their expectations of what's possible or what has been possible. The Four of Cups, yeah, because all of a sudden it doesn't feel impossible anymore for some reason. You inspire this in the next time that you see them. You inspire this sense of purpose, and you can even see it's like it's an epiphany that hits them out of the blue. It's like a truth that they can't unsee when they see you, and it's like all of a sudden it hits them hard. Oh well. Maybe this was my Empress. Maybe this was my soulmate. You know, they have this something that hits them out of the blue. And then it challenges them to make some sort of decision. We have the Star here, and we also have the Nine of Pumpkins. It challenges them to make some sort of decision and redirect their position. Redirect within their position. And you can even see here with the Moon, it's like they're contemplating taking the mask off and leaving it off. It's like they've been waiting, or they will have been waiting for an opportunity like this, and because they had been waiting for so long, they had given up hope that it would happen, and then all of a sudden it happens. It almost feels like you contact them. For someone watching, can I clarify that, please? Five of Wands, please, Spirit. Because it's like a sudden turn of events. Strength. Yeah, it's almost like somebody takes a leap of faith and contacts. to precipitate a communication or to precipitate an event, to precipitate the meetings. And this was something that challenges their position, challenges them to push through their fears and insecurities to take advantage of the opportunity. And the moment that they see you, and that's not for everyone, not everyone will have contacted their person to create some sort of meeting. But for the other collective energy, there's just this sudden upheaval when they see you. It's like everything falls into place. All of these epiphanies come in, but these epiphanies also challenge their position, also challenge what they have invested in. And because they were so focused on that investment and they had sort of turned off their expectations about you, and they felt really helpless leading up to that meeting, they'll feel really helpless. Ultimately, it gives them more of an encouragement. It's like, oh, well, maybe whatever and I feel like you will communicate with this person. I feel like there'll be talking involved the next time that they see you. And whatever is communicated there gives them enough hope to break through some of the mourning, the permanent mourning that they had experienced when it comes to you. It reignites a hope. It also comes along, you can see the bat, it looks almost like the Hanged Man. So there's a certain amount of surrender, and there's a certain amount of I guess, surrender needed, surrender into strength in order to make important decisions based on their attraction of you. Because they're really considering taking the masks off after that meeting and starting a brand new journey with you with the Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands. So the next time that they see you, it's going to rattle them enough that it's going to create permanent change within them that they're going to want to act upon. But they're going to have to make that decision. So it reignites for them this hope, a hope that had been gone, that had been taken away from them, or that they had removed for themselves because they couldn't find solutions that made sense. But something that's communicated between the two of you, I want to clarify that. Something that's communicated between the two of you gives them a reignition of hope. And they start to wonder if there's possibilities here. They start to wonder if there's more. And it starts to redirect their course. The Ten of Pentacles. Back of the deck is the Eight of Wands, and we have the Temperance. There's a big, and you can see with the Eight of Wands here, it looks like a big scythe about to break down all of those barriers to create movement. The decision that they have to make, I feel like, is a really big one too, because this decision completely affects this tower crumbling or not. And this creates permanent upheaval, permanent change as well. And so there will be a settling, there will be the ability to rebuild, but by entering into this new cycle, we may be sacrificing a very practical one. By entering into a new emotional cycle, they may be considering sacrificing a very solid position. How are they going to feel? We have here Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change, and it came out reversed. There could be a Taurus energy here. We also have here Doorway. Opportunities are waiting for you. And that's what, the next time that they see you, that's whatever is communicated between the two of you, they take some sort of leap of faith and they communicate something profound to you, or you communicate something. There's a mutual energy here that creates a reignition of hope, and it feels like a breath of fresh air. Like they had really given up hope here, and then all of a sudden it's this breath of fresh air. Staff, you will be taken in. It says you will be taken care of in difficult times. I often think about the staff is something that supports us when we walk, right? It's like a cane. And there is definitely this fear of the unknown associated with taking leaps of faith, especially within the moon. So they are, as I said, the decision that they will be kind of propelled to will not be able to be taken lightly. But it's also a beautiful reminder to us that when we take the steps that we feel guided to take, that ultimately there is a support waiting for us, that ultimately we should not be fearing the upheaval, because the upheaval may be necessary for our ascension. And change is the only thing we can depend upon. So we have to get used to embracing it. We have Beetle, good fortune. And then we have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. That's the second time that this really intense stubbornness has come in. We have Gong, exciting event. So this person could be a Taurus energy. We also have Capricorn here as well. Now the exciting event, I really, really like good fortune, because this person's going to be really excited and happy to see you. There's excitement and joy associated with even the Empress, just this abundance sitting on her throne. There's a happiness associated even with this Ace of Cups and the Star. It's like it lights up a new path. And I feel like it's been a long time coming for this person, or in this person's opinion. Next time I see you, how are they going to feel? Now we do have the Ten of Pentacles here with the Devil. And for someone watching, not for everyone, that's part of the decision this person has to make, is a foundation already in place. We have here little children, and we have family. So big major themes for this person, big major influences that are influencing this decision too. And this is from the Magdalene Oracle Guidebook. I just received it, so I don't know it very well from heart yet. But this little children is all about responsibilities. It's all about, you know, taking on our journey as and embracing it the way that children would as well. But it's also speaking to potentially the dynamics here that are complicating things. This Ten of Pentacles, as I said, can really be reflected as the family card, because it does encompass sort of building up a solid foundation, and it does really concern itself for the home as well. So that could be one of the big issues here that this person has to consider as they move forward. What was going through their mind, or what will go through their mind the next time that they see pile number 3, please? How will they feel? Whoops. On the floor, we have, I miss you. Do you miss me too? And that could be exactly the question that precipitates everything, is just a simple question of like, I've missed you. Did you miss me? And that could propel a whole conversation. They're waiting for you. As I said, for someone watching, I almost feel like there's a communication that they're waiting for, and that someone might actually reach out. I can't even look at you right now. And that's the Five of Swords. So they are really concerned about internal conflict and external conflict. I'm in so much pain. But it came out reversed, because that pain was being described. It was describing that Ten of Swords, that emotional sadness, that emotional outburst. But now it's in the reverse, because they're experiencing hope. The next time they see you, after they communicate with you, they're going to be experiencing more hope. I never imagined so much perfection, so they're going to be thinking that you're looking very, very good in a very physical sense. Nine of Pentacles is really talking about somebody who takes good care of themselves, somebody who carries themselves well. And we have weight. Back of the deck says there is someone else, so take that as it resonates to your situation. I can't stop thinking about you. And the next time they see you, this is one of the piles that's really speaking about more coming after that event. There could be slight delays. Say, I'm becoming a better person. And I wish I could share my good news with you. So the next time that they see you, pile 3, they're really going to be torn between a expectation that the collective has over them, or the expectation of their current position, especially again if there's a family situation with children. It's like they want to be seen as somebody with integrity, but this rattles them to take their mask off and be the truest version of themselves. I will wait for a sign from you. And that's what they keep saying, I will wait for a sign from you. So you may be the one thrust into decision. You may be the one that gets thrust into a choice here. I wish I could take back my words. There's going to come a point where they're going to have a little bit of buyer's remorse over how emotionally vulnerable they were with you the next time that they see you. They're going to have that moment of buyer's remorse. And they're going to go over and over and over the steps, everything that you said. They're going to pay very close attention. I sometimes stay awake thinking about you, and it's going to persist because they're going to start to wonder what's possible from this point forward. Do we have the possibility, if we surrender to this, to have a new emotional start? Does this have the capability for me to enter into a beautiful time frame with this person in celebration? There's even commitments associated with the Four of Wands as well. Let's get a charm bowl for you, pile number 2 or 3. Pile number 3. How will they feel the next time they see you? What will their emotions be the next time that they see pile number 3? We have Knight of Swords, Empress reversed, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse position. There is a real sense of rushing. You know, it's like there's a sense of them saying too much or something. It's like being too expressive before gathering all of the information, being really impulsive and taking advantage of the opportunity to just clear the air, take their mask off. This leaves perhaps you a little feeling, your position feeling a little insecure, perhaps somebody else's position feeling a little bit insecure too. And then we have this Empress in the reverse position. So the Empress in the reverse is really talking about someone who's not feeling very abundant, who's not feeling very emotionally fulfilled because of the practical realm that they keep themselves in. So this could be the Divine Feminine who's really not very satisfied emotionally in her practical realm. And there's a sense here of kind of sudden changes and rushing to create change in these environments. We have the letter S. We have but and sport. Whenever I see the word sport, I think about little boys. And I don't like the word but because there's always a caveat. It's like, I want change, but we have to wait. I want change, but I have to make decisions. I want change, but there's going to be delays. But there's the leaf of change. I do feel like children could be a factor here. Here's the little fawn. And we have wishes do come true. That charm's interesting to me because we started out with that Ten of Swords reverse. It's not that they didn't hope for this. It's that I feel like they'd given up that hope. But now they're like, I wished upon a star and it actually came true. Be careful what you wish for because it just might come. We have the Five of Wands. But they don't feel like they were completely prepared for this moment, or they won't be prepared for that moment when they see you next because they're going to be challenged and they're going to have to push themselves out of their comfort zone. But I do feel like, and there's also a sense of jealousy here too, and even competition. But I feel like they're going to power through and that you're going to communicate with each other. And the communication is going to be profound enough to reignite all of that hope in this person that they had lost. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. If it did, I'd love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, and that link is below. If you head to my shop and it's empty, it just means I've sold out for that day, but I do relist every day, so keep checking back. But I hope that you come back here for another visit, and I hope that you have a beautiful day.